one who's with us is late today.
To the 3 tasks to remove all threats.
The actors did a great job. Now, it was really interesting. First of all, it's good directing, it's good writing, also just really good acting, because each person, a lot of times you see something like this when you got soldiers in a troop. They're all kind of the same person. Everybody was very unique, so that was good casting. It was good directing, good scripting, and the actors individually found great performances. They found great histories for each of their characters. The one guy, the angry one who kills himself, he had a unique journey. The girl who's like our lead, our protagonist here, she did a great job. And just the guy that doesn't speak, all this history on his face, we knew what he was communicating each time. And the guy that was the ambassador, that was great casting. That guy, that's really hard type of role to cast, a really hard type of role to really pull off. He pulled it off so wonderfully, and he had the perfect look for it, but then he had this also in his performance, this erudite way of speaking. It wasn't affected, it was natural. And you had these folks in the tent, the lost immigrants. They were all, you understood as soon as they came on screen who they were, what was going on. And the guy at the beginning with the affected voice, that was very cool too. So everything was really well done about this, and I loved the score. The music was very beautiful, very, very cool.
I liked how they conveyed the respect that the older fighter had between the two of them, and that clearly this was something they were really working for, really striving for. They'd clearly been on a very long journey, and they were just trying to complete this one thing so they could return home and have all of their effort be recognized. And I really liked how they kind of illustrated all of that, or they conveyed all of that without really spelling it out for you. They did it in the messages that they received and how they spoke to each other, which I thought was really well done. I think they displayed the kind of different ways that you can confront a situation like that really, really well. Clearly, the one guy does not know how to adapt to a new situation, doesn't know how to accept change, pivot, and find a way forward. He had it in his head that this was going to be one thing, and after that wasn't the thing, he just kind of lost it. And then you have her, who is trying to pivot, trying to move forward, doesn't quite know how to do it, a little bit lost, but still, trying to make the right decision, the right call, trying to figure it out. And then you have, the older, more experienced of, this is how you just move forward. You just take it one step at a time. You leave the idea, the preconceptions, the notion that you had control, or you knew what was going to happen or how it was going to go. You leave all that behind and you just move forward. And I liked how they kind of displayed the three and the three differences and the dynamic between the three of them. I thought they handled all those things really, really well.
Gritty trio, right? And their entire mission is this journey that is deadly and trying to take people out. But you see these moments of humanity that exist in at least some of the characters and not all. And you get to see this sort of foreshadowing of what's to come, right? Not completely, but to an extent. When you see that one of the characters just can't let go of this moment of victory, and blood needs to be shed in order to have it. And so even though these documents were real and they, in a sense, needed to put their weapons down, and some of them do, not all of them do, because not all of us are the same. And in doing so, they realize and recognize the mistake that's been made and how this is going to affect their whole. And so, coming back to see this family is this representation of to remember your humanity and remember what you're fighting for and who you're fighting for.
This is like a pure, like, formulaic portrayal of the sci-fi fantasy genre, and it contains all the stuff that the fans of the genre would expect from, like the setting, the outfit, the camera angle, the sound, the music background. It makes sense in this world, so everything is kind of well put and well produced. The setting in the desert looks prime, looks neat for this kind of genre.
What really grabbed my attention first was the makeup and the wardrobe. They're dirty. They have markings on them. I don't know what the markings stand for. They're talking about migrants and that these migrants don't belong in their world, which does put up some modern context into a dystopian world with how people talk on and off, especially if you're on social media and you see under news articles and whatnot in the comments. And it's putting it in a dystopian world, so they're putting contemporary things, but the markings, there's a lot of a background that needs to be filled in. We know it's a dystopian world. We know there's certain customs and stuff, and there's things that are hinted at without ever being very much explained.